Hello, my name is Adam Covert, and today my informative speech is going to be about Miss Ada Lovelace. I have my friends over here, who's my audience. I have 3 to 5 of them watching me on the side monitor over here. But anyway, let's get into it. Could you imagine a world today without iPhones, MacBooks, any technology that requires some sort of programming? Well, without Miss Ada Lovelace, this world may have become a reality. So she got into computers and sorts through her mother, who was a mathematician, and that was really rare at the time, especially for a woman to see. But despite that, Ada and her mother continued to pursue that passion of theirs. So Ada was born December 10th, 1815, in London, England, born to her mother Annabella Milbank and poet Lord Byron. So, like I said, Ada got into computers due to her mother being a mathematician and having mathematical training, and her father wanted that for Ada as well to educate her. And although her mother tutored her, it was still, like I said, usually very difficult for women to break into this profession at the time. So she met her partner, Mr. Babbage, who was a very significant person in her career in programming, per se. But yeah, anyways, Miss Ada, she was assigned a small working section by Babbage of an engine. So there was an article on this engine of which Ada added her own notes, and she completed these math problems that would earn her the title of the first programmer. This title would ultimately lead her to her success. So she thought that that engine was more than just something. She thought beyond what they wanted for that engine. So as quoted by computerhistory.org, thinking about this way during a time when, I don't know, engines were barely even functional is absolutely revolutionary. And these equations she solved were 10, 15, 20 years minimum ahead of her time. So they affect us today, as Ada has, like I said, she created these equations and solved them to where without that, there would be no programming. We wouldn't know how to program pretty much anything unless somebody else discovered it, which, while it is likely, it's still a huge discovery that Ada discovered as early as she did. So, like I said, it was very, very ahead of her time. But her discoveries were not without hardship. As I mentioned earlier, being a woman, especially at that time in a field where mathematics was, not mathematics is not exactly looked upon highly by women or to women who are working in mathematics per se. And also her partner Babbage, who I mentioned earlier, tried to discredit Ada and take credit for her work, although Ada ultimately surpassed him in just about every single form. So, as you can see, like I said, without Ada, nothing like this would be possible. The computer I'm recording on, even just normal iPads, smartphones, stuff like that, would not be possible. And once again, I got some of this information from computerhistory.org. And yeah, her accomplishments were really, really revolutionary. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening.